Hi everyone, my name is Cassandra Gonzalez, and this is How to Be a Super Friend at Home. Today we'll be talking about how a prosthetic limb works. Are you ready to get started? Yeah, me too. All right, I'm not sure if you watched our video that spoke about limb differences, but in that video, Megan talked about what limbs are and how sometimes children, adults, and even animals may need a prosthetic limb to help them walk, run, write, and or play. Remember that limbs are another name for your arms and legs. So one arm is a limb. Two arms are my limbs. And then same thing for your legs. One leg is a limb, and then two legs are limbs. So your arms are legs, and legs are limbs. We also spoke a little bit about how not to stare and understand our friends who may have a prosthetic limb so they won't feel different and alone. So now we're going to go deeper into what a prosthetic limb is and how it works. People or even animals who need a prosthetic limb may be missing one of their arms, legs, or even both of them. Some may be born missing an arm or leg, or sometimes people might lose one or both of them in an accident. Because our arms and legs are very important, engineers created something called a prosthetic limb. And this limb is a fake body part that replaces what was lost. It helps people move and some help people feel certain touches. For example, let's say I lost my arm. It'd be really hard for me to eat my cereal or even draw. So to help me, I would get a prosthetic arm to help me do these things so I can have two arms. Now let's try to see how it would feel. Stand up and pick up one leg. Try standing still without falling, balancing on your one foot. How are you doing? Are you getting a little wobbly? Now try walking around the room with your one leg up. It is so hard, even for me. Are you holding on to something to help you? Are you hopping? Now this is how our friend is feeling if they lost their leg. So with a prosthetic leg, they have a friend to help them walk and run with better support. Some people might not get a prosthetic limb, but that's okay because everyone is different. Now we're going to watch a video of a boy who made his own prosthetic limb. It is a really cool video to watch. Okay, now we're going to go to YouTube, type in building a prosthetic arm with Legos. This is by The Great Big Story. Once you're ready, pause this video and watch this one. Once you're done watching the video, come back and we're going to talk about what we watched. How was the video? You saw how cool and innovative David Aguilar was? That was just one example of a prosthetic arm. Because David loved Legos, he wanted to make his own prosthetic limb out of what he loved. It helped him do push-ups and made him feel strong. Now we're going to look at more pictures of different ways prosthetic limbs may look like. Okay. So in our first picture, we see a little girl playing with her doll. It looks like they're trying to do a split. You see that this little girl has a prosthetic leg, and so does her doll. This prosthetic leg helps her run, walk, and even do gymnastics, just like her doll. Now in these two pictures, you see these boys with prosthetic legs. These legs, for example, on the boy on the left, is helping him run and play soccer. How many of you guys love to play soccer? I know I love soccer. So this prosthetic leg is helping him run and play. And on the photo on the right, we see even an older gentleman with prosthetic legs and a little boy with prosthetic legs. This is helping them stand. And just like the little boy on the left, they help them run and play and do all kinds of sports. And in these next few pictures, you see an example of a prosthetic arm. So on the boy on the left, he has a prosthetic arm to help him ride his bike. And the little girl on the left, she has a nice blue, pretty prosthetic arm. That's my favorite color. She looks very pretty and she's happy. Now, how many of you guys have seen the movie How to Train Your Dragon? I know I love this movie, and so does my brother. So in this movie, Hiccup lost his leg, and he needed a prosthetic leg to help him ride his dragon named Toothless. And so we're going to watch this little clip of Hiccup trying to learn how to use his prosthetic leg. Okay. And now we also have Toothless, the dragon, who also lost his wing. So you see here, just like Hiccup, he had a prosthetic wing to fly. Okay. Now these are just some examples of prosthetic limbs. They all come in different shapes and sizes, just like we do. Now we're going to watch one last video. We're going to go to YouTube and type in Iron Man, Iron Boy. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay. We're going to go Iron Man, Iron Boy, new arm prosthetic from Robert Downey Jr. from ABC News. Once you guys are ready, press pause on this video and watch that video. And once you're done, come back and we're going to talk about what we saw. Welcome back. How was the video? Wasn't that so cool? Alex Spring is a 7-year-old boy who was born missing part of his arm. Did you hear his story? He is just like you. The prosthetic arm helped him ride his bike, play with his sister, and even hug his mom. It was so cool of Iron Man to help out. I hope today you like learning about prosthetic limbs. I just wanted to add that not everyone with a prosthetic limb are the same. Everyone is different with their own unique story, just like all of us. I hope you had fun. I will see you next time on How to Be a Super Friend.